Certainly. Here's a detailed description of the video. Overall scene. The video follows a man as he describes how he adopted his cat, Tiger, from a local shelter. The setting transitions between outdoors and indoors and eventually comes to rest in the man's lap. Outdoor beginning. The video begins outdoors, showcasing a porch. An orange tabby cat named Tiger, with a blue collar and silver bell, sits near a white door. The door has a window and a black handle with a black lever. An attached green leash extends from the collar to the upper frame of the door. The cat's attention seems to be focused on the presenter of the video. To the right, a pale pink, wooden-sided wall and door are visible. The video then moves to show the rest of the house's backyard, including a wooden fence, chairs, and overgrown greenery. The yard is covered in a mixture of gravel and some patches of green grass. The presenter is then heard making a statement about being a real man to walk a tiger, while playing the theme from the Pink Panther. After this, he speaks a little more about his cat being 8 years old and having been adopted from a shelter when he was just over 6 months of age. Walking Tiger. The video shifts to show Tiger being walked on a leash in a yard. The outdoor shots are on a bright, sunny day and include details of the yard, greenery, cat, and neighborhood. Tiger is then seen stopping at a wooden border in the yard, where he appears to look at a lawnmower sitting nearby. The presenter reaches out and gently pats Tiger. The view switches to show the surrounding neighborhood, which is made up of single-family homes with trimmed hedges and a long grassy stretch. Kitchen setting. Moving inside, the presenter reveals the kitchen, which has white cabinetry and white tile. An opened lower cabinet shows an assortment of cat dishes, toys, and paper towels. There are also several cans and a ceramic bowl, as well as other kitchen appliances on the countertops, including a microwave and a toaster. The sink has dishes on a drying rack, as well as a used scrub brush and faucets. Feeding time. The presenter grabs a light blue cat bowl and an unopened can of cat food, and is then seen placing dry food into the light blue bowl and the opened can of wet food into a decorative cat dish. Both dishes are then placed inside the open lower cabinet, in front of Tiger, who has walked up to the open door and then begins eating. Intimate moment. The video concludes with an indoor shot of the cat lying on a person's lap, while a hand gently pets him. The person is sitting on a couch or bed, and the background shows a room with a cluttered curio cabinet. The camera is positioned close to the cat, and the viewer can see his blue collar, silver bell, and light orange fur. The individual softly strokes Tiger's head and face, and gently scratches under his chin while speaking about his early behavior. The camera shifts focus to the cat's paws before the video ends. Additional elements, sound. Besides the voiceover of the presenter, there is the theme from the Pink Panther being played, the clanging sound of a silver cat bell, and the sounds of feeding, as well as outdoor sounds like the wind. Tone. The presenter speaks in a clear and conversational tone throughout the video. He expresses affection for his cat Tiger, despite some of Tiger's prior aggressive behavior. Cat's appearance. Tiger is an orange tabby cat of medium build, with a blue collar with a silver bell and white whiskers. He is mostly light orange in color, but he has slightly darker stripes on his head, flanks, legs, and tail. Tiger appears to be healthy and comfortable in his home environment. Certainly. Here's a detailed description of the video. Overall scene. The video follows a man as he describes how he adopted his cat, Tiger, from a local shelter. The setting transitions between outdoors and indoors and eventually comes to rest in the man's lap. Outdoor beginning. The video begins outdoors, showcasing a porch. An orange tabby cat named Tiger, with a blue collar and silver bell, sits near a white door. The door has a window and a black handle with a black lever. An attached green leash extends from the collar to the upper frame of the door. The cat's attention seems to be focused on the presenter of the video. To the right, a pale pink, wooden-sided wall and door are visible. The video then moves to show the rest of the house's backyard, including a wooden fence.
Anyone can walk a dog, but it takes a real man to walk a tiger. Tiger is now, I guess, 8 years old as far as I know. I adopted him from the local shelter when he was just over 6 months old. It's hard to believe that time passes so fast. When I first found Tiger at the shelter, they tried very, very hard to convince me not to adopt him. Firstly, because of my eye condition, that they believed that I couldn't take good care of a cat, which was complete nonsense. And also, Tiger was a very aggressive kitten. He is still pretty aggressive today. Don't you guys see him now, all meek and quiet, walking along here? Yeah, he's pretty good with me now, but with other people, he can still be a holy terror. So when I first found him, they let him out of the cage and he came towards me, and immediately he growled at me, and they told me it's not a good idea to adopt him, that a lot of people had turned him down and he was actually destined for euthanasia. And they told me his name was Tiger, and of course, since my own nickname has been Tiger all my life, I thought this was a match made in heaven. And I don't mind aggressive animals. I am kind of a psychotic myself, so whatever. I believe I could deal with him. So Liz, my girlfriend, and myself, we took him back to my place where I lived at that time, and immediately Tiger took control, or rather possessed, the bathtub in the bathroom, and no one could go near that bathtub. We had to actually turn on the tap and soak him with water to get him out of there. So I would say it took about a month before Tiger would let me pick him up and held him. But even then, when he played, he was a really, really rough player. I would end up with scars on my arm, scars on my leg, and every time I went to work, people asked me, which girl I got into a fight with. It was that bad. I remember that first night when I had Tiger at home. He fell asleep on the living room chair, and I just sat beside him. I didn't touch him. I just sat there. I didn't even talk to him. I just sat beside him, and so when he woke up, he saw me there. He saw I wasn't doing anything to him, and I guess that's how we started building a bond.